Hey, what's up? I'm Mark McCaffrey.
And I'm Max Madden. Thanks for joining us for Cpsb-Tv. Coming up, we all live on social media. Do you have something posted that might get you in trouble?
Stick around for that. Plus, can you tell us who your favorite YouTuber is?
And we'll dive into the world of sharks. They may not be as dangerous as you think.
But first, many teens love fast food and junk food. Janie Harris tells us how poor diet may affect your health.
There are proven studies that junk food can make you feel dull and go as far as causing depression along with other health disorders. But there are ways to prevent that. Senior Christian Lyons has changed his life just by switching up what he eats.
It affected my life in a very positive way. I'm always full of energy. I wake up, not like worn out, you know what I mean, sluggish. Don't want to get up. I'm always tired, but I'm not like that no more because I've been changing the way I eat, and it's been doing good.
It is true that your body will start to look and feel better from eating healthier. Culinary student Caitlin Makamara says,
We've learned that healthy eating doesn't necessarily have to be gross. You don't just have to eat vegetables. You can eat what you want to in moderation.
Culinary student Anna Candler learned about healthier alternatives in her Pro-Start class.
Usually you're from the South, you like fried chicken, and that's one of the good things. In this class, we learned how to do nice seared grilled chicken with a good chicken breast and fresh vegetables sauteed with them. It's really good.
There are many more recipes that you can look up online or in cookbooks which are hearty.
My number one advice would be know what you like, because you can look at what you like and then look at how to make it healthy.
To start eating healthy now, because I know as teenagers we like, okay, I'd rather have chips and this, but later on it will affect us and when we get older and have problems, so it's better to eat healthier now to not have those problems later.
A better diet doesn't mean you have to be a health freak. You can still eat junk food occasionally.
How much sleep do you get? Health experts recommend teenagers get 8 to 10 hours of sleep every night.
Dr. Ravali Teragapila says screen time before bed can keep teens from getting a good night's rest.
I think that's one of the major problems these days. Exposing yourself to that bright light from your iPads and iPhones and stuff like that shifts your brain circadian rhythm. When you use electronics excessively before bedtime, in first 1 to 2 hours before bedtime, it confuses your brain, and then the hormone release is abnormal, which affects your sleep again. You don't get that restful sleep, so that would be the major problem in my eyes. I would think that avoiding any bright light or excessive use of electronics late night would be the thing. Believe it or not, reading a book in a dim light is recommended. Listening to music or something very soft is recommended. That those all help. It's called good sleep hygiene. So it's very important for us to sleep to live longer and healthier. It affects our immune system. It affects our concentration, our performance in education.
Dr. Terry is a sleep specialist at West Calcasieu Cameron Hospital.
Nowadays, a lot of celebrities are being caught up for things they had posted in their past. A lot of teens live on their social media, but be careful with what you post for the public to see.
Because, I don't really post much on social media, but, it is a possibility. Everything that you post on social media will get out somewhere.
I posted a picture of, me at my friend's house doing something stupid, and now everybody holds it over my head. So I do regret it now, and I'm probably still going to regret it later.
Future employers will look into your social media past as well.
YouTube has more than 1 billion users, almost 1/3 of the people on the internet. We asked some of you who your favorite YouTuber is and why.
Well, I'm glad you asked. You see, my favorite YouTuber is actually Venus Flytrap 1 and then Venus Flytrap the second channel. There's also Venus Flytrap the third channel for edits and bloopers.
My favorite YouTuber is Salmonella because I believe he makes really informative content that's fun to watch and interesting and very informative.
Clarence and Queen because they're just fun to watch, and they have such a lovely relationship that it makes you wish yours was like theirs, but yeah.
My favorite YouTuber is Jack's Films because he's really funny and his content, it's really creative and it's he has a different way of being funny.
Every minute, more than 100 hours of video are uploaded to YouTube. Nearly 20 exchange students are spending their school year at Sulphur High. In the exchange, we have the opportunity to learn more about other cultures.
Opium is an exchange student from Thailand, and she's going to tell us about her country.
I'm from Bangkok, Thailand. I like the nature here because here like have more nature than my country and my city because like my city is like full of the building everywhere, so here's like more tree, more nature. The food. Me too. Because it's like I'm so sick into it because it's like in the first time that I'm coming here I feel like yeah it tastes different from my country, and then when I'm like eat it too much it feel like everything it tastes same. Like my teen life and my back home is like a lot different because here's like it's have too much rule, like not too much rule, it's like more rule than my country, and it's like teenager in my country we can go like everywhere that you want, we don't have like age that much, and it's like more not a friendly, just like because it's like we are from same country it's like easier to like contact. Oh, it's a lot different because it's like in my school the student is like sit in the class and the teacher will switch to t-shirt, and we cannot like what is that called being food in the class, but it's like you can play phone in my country in the classroom and everywhere in the school, but here's like different because like we need to walk, we cannot bring phone like this. I love America.
Opium is one of the 2 exchange students from Thailand. Sharks have been living in Earth's oceans for 450 million years. Seth Abair is going to bring us some information about sharks not commonly known.
Approximately 100 million sharks are killed a year. Sharks may be dangerous in certain situations, but most of the time, sharks try to mind their own business. Dive instructor Cheryl Walker has been diving for 18 years and has had her share of shark encounters.
Sharks are beautiful creatures. I have been diving for 18 years. I have logged over 1,000 dives, and I have seen sharks on at least half of my dives, and never has a shark bothered me. Sharks are terrified of scuba divers, and they literally, the moment you jump in the water, they run away, they swim away.
Divers like Thomas Bradley actually look forward to seeing sharks in the water.
It's a very rare treat for divers to get to see a shark and to swim with them. They're very beautiful, graceful, majestic creatures.
Thomas also says that sharks are important to the environment.
When fish tend to get sick or wounded and they're dying, the sharks come along and they'll tend to eat those, so we don't have a lot of dead fish carcasses laying all over the ocean floor. They also help with population control. They tend to get the slower, the weaker fish, and they thin those out. So the fish populations are more healthy, and they're not overpopulated with weaker or dying fish.
Although not frequent, shark attacks do occur. Walker explains what causes these attacks.
Typically, sharks are terrified of scuba divers. The bubbles, the tank, it makes them go away. I do realize that in shallow water where sharks do feed, people look like or appear that they may be surfing or snorkeling and look like seals or other animals that are flapping around that they could attack. So definitely awareness at beaches, and be clear of which beaches that sharks feed at, and to possibly not swim in those areas and go to areas that sharks aren't, and not try to cohabitate in the same area.
To help protect the shark population, one thing that the general public can do is not buy things like shark teeth or shark fin soup. Seth Abair, Cpsb-Tv.
Humans kill 100 million sharks a year. That means for every single person killed by a shark, humans kill 25 million sharks. Well, that's it for this show.
Thanks for tuning in, and remember to follow us at Cpsb-Tv on any of these social media sites. Catch you next time.